Hello students, welcome to Don Bosco PU College online classes. We are trying our best to make teaching learning experience easy to our students. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss any update.
Hi dear students, this is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. In this video, we are going to discuss the model question paper 2020-21 provided by the PU board. So we are going to discuss this question paper in this video. I think everyone is having this question paper. We just given one CQ material in the earlier to you. In that last page we will have two model papers. In that two model papers we are discussing the first model paper. You see that question paper, we are going to solve the questions one by one. So see the first question. What we have. Let x be the binary operation on n given by a star b equals to LCM of a and b. So let star be the binary operation on n. N is nothing but natural numbers given by a star b equals to LCM of LCM of a and b. Find 5 star 7. The given operation is a star b equals to LCM of a and b. LCM of a and b. So we need to find 5 star 7. 5 star 7 is LCM of 5 and 7. 5 and 7. LCM of 5 and 7 is how much? 35. Hence it is the solution. See the second question. Write the range of the function y equals to sine inverse x. So we know that sine inverse x range of sine inverse x is minus 92 plus 90 minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It is a direct question. Next, see the third question. Define scalar matrix. So scalar matrix is nothing but what? It is also a direct question. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is nothing but a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are 0. Then that matrix is called a scalar matrix. Once again I will repeat. A diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal, then that matrix is called a scalar matrix. Hence it is a direct question, no need of too much explanation. I will move on to the fourth question. Find the value of x for which determinant of 3x x1 equals to determinant of 3 2 4 1. Here we have to find the value of x. Let us apply the determinant. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus x into x is x square equals to 3 into 1 is 3 minus 2 into 4 is 8. Take this x square to the left and take this 3 minus 8 to the left. Then 3 minus 3 plus 8, send this minus x square to the right. Therefore that will be x square. So 3 minus 3 is 0, 8 equals to x square. Therefore x square is equals to 8. We want x equals to plus or minus root 8. Therefore plus or minus root 8 is a value of x. Hence it is a solution for the fourth question. See the fifth question. If y equals to sine of x square plus 5, then find dy by dx. Okay, we have to find dy by dx. Let us differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx equals to differentiation of sign is cos of x square plus 5 into next again differentiation of x square plus 5 is differentiation of x square is 2x plus differentiation of 5 is 0. Therefore dy by dx equals to 2x into cos of x square plus 5. Hence it is a answer for fifth question. Next, see the sixth question now. Find integration of root x plus 1 by root x. Integration of root x plus 1 by root x. Let us integrate equals to integration of this root x is written as x power 1 by 2 plus this 1 by root x. You just recall the concept of surds. 1 by root x. So 1 by root x is nothing but 1 by x power 1 by 2. It is also can be written as x power minus 1 by 2. So 1 by root x is also can be written as x power minus 1 by 2 into dx. Let us integrate by using the integration formula. That is equals to x power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by x power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 plus next here x power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Let us simplify further. X power 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. In the denominator also 3 by 2. What about here in the numerator? X power 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is 1 by 2. In the denominator also 1 by 2. Let us simplify further. Plus c, where c is a constant of integration. I am just turning this page to the next sheet. If you want, you can make a screenshot. Let's continue that question, which is equals to in the numerator x power 3 by 2 whole divided by 3 by 2 plus x power 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 plus c. That is equals to, if we take this 3 by 2 and 1 by 2 to the numerator, that will be 2 by 3 into x power 3 by 2 plus 2 into x power 1 by 2 plus c, which is a integration of square root of root x plus 1 by root x. Hence it is a solution for this question. See the seventh question. Find the unit vector in the direction of the vector. So we have to find a unit vector. A vector equals to I plus j plus 2k. Vector is given. How to find a unit vector? You have to remember the formula. A cap equals to a vector divided by magnitude of a vector. For this a vector we have already. We need to find its magnitude. Let us find out its magnitude. Magnitude of a vector equals to square root of I component is 1 square, j component is 1 square, k component is 2 square, which is equals to root 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. We know that unit vector. We know that a cap equals to, write this formula, a vector divided by magnitude of a vector. Substitute a vector in this unit vector. A cap equals to, a vector is I plus j plus 2k divided by magnitude of a vector is root 6. Hence it is a unit vector in the direction of a vector. That's it. If you want, you can simplify further, like separate this root 6 for I, j and 2k. How it will be? 1 by root 6 into I plus 1 by root 6 into j plus 2 by root 6 into k. Hence it is a unit vector in the direction of a vector. It is a solution for this question. Next, see the eighth question. Find the intercept cut off by the plane. So plane is given plane is 2x plus y minus z equals to 5. We have to find the intercept cut off by the plane. We have to find the intercepts. First, you need to remember what is the intercept form of a equation of a line. Sorry, equation of a plane. Intercept form of a equation of a plane is x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1. We need to reduce this equation of a plane into this form. We have to reduce this equation of a plane into this form. Then we will easily get x intercept a, y intercept b, z intercept c. In the right hand side we have 5. We have to make it 1. How to make 1? By dividing both the sides by 5. So let us divide both the sides by 5. Divide both sides by 5. Because we have to make it 1. In the right hand side we have 1 only. So let us divide by 5. 2x by 5 plus y divided by 5 minus z by 5 equals to 5 divided by 5. So 5 will get cancelled. We found right hand side is 1. Next, let us simplify further. X coefficient 1, y coefficient 1, z coefficient 1. Here x coefficient is 2. Shift this 2 in the denominator. Then that will becomes 5 by 2 plus y by 5. Here z coefficient is minus 1. Shift this minus in the denominator. That will becomes z by minus 5 equals to 1. Therefore now it is in the form of x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1. See this equation in the form of this one. Therefore x intercept 5 by 2, y intercept 5, z intercept minus 5. Write the conclusion. Therefore the intercepts cut off by the plane is 5 by 2, 5 and minus 5. So 5 by 2, 5 and minus 5. Okay. Next, see the 9th question. Define feasible region. It is a direct question. No need of too much explanation for this question. Define feasible region. So what is meant by feasible region? The common region bounded by the common region determined by all the constraints including non-negative constraints of LPP is called feasible region. The common region determined by all the constraints including non-negative constraints of linear programming problem is called feasible region. It is the definition of feasible region. Once again I will repeat. The common region determined by all the constraints including non-negative constraints of linear programming problem is called feasible region. It is a definition of feasible region. Next, see the 10th question now. P of A, given that P of A is 3 by 5, P of B is 1 by 5. Find P of A intersection B. Find P of A intersection B equals to question mark. If A and B are independent events, so if A and B are independent events, then what is the condition? P of A intersection B equals to P of A into P of B, because since A and B are independent events, A and B are independent events, that is equals to P of A is 3 by 5 into P of B is 1 by 5. That is equals to 3 divided by 5 into 5 is 25. So therefore P of A intersection B equals to 3 divided by 25. Hence it is a solution for the 10th question. Understand? Now we will move on to the 2 marks questions. See the 11th question. Verify whether the operation star defined on Q is nothing but rational numbers, by A star B equals to AB by 2 is associative or not. First write the given binary operation A star B equals to AB by 2, where A comma B is belongs to Q is nothing but a rational numbers. We need to verify that this operation is associative or not. For this one you need to remember associative property, the property of associative. So what is the property of associative? A star B star C equals to A star B star C. This must be equal. Let us verify. Take the LHS one. LHS equals to A star B star C. So A star B star C, that is equals to A star B is what? See, A star B is AB by 2. AB divided by 2 star C. Let us apply once again. In place of A we have AB by 2. In place of C we have B. So A star B is AB by 2. Let us apply once again binary, that A star B is AB by 2. A B by 2. In place of A we have AB by 2. Right? AB by 2. In place of B we have C. Let us simplify. ABC divided by 2 into 2 is 4. It is what? LHS part. Similarly find out RHS. RHS is what? RHS equals to A star B star C, that is equals to A star B is AB by 2. A star B AB by 2. What about B star C? BC by 2. BC by 2. Next, you just observe, in place of A we have A only. In place of B we have BC by 2. Let us apply once again A star B, that is equals to A star B is AB by 2. A B by 2. In place of A we have A only, write A. In place of B we have BC by 2. BC by 2. That is equals to A BC divided by 2 into 2 is 4. Yes, LHS and RHS are equal. Hence it is associative. Therefore LHS equals to RHS. Therefore star is associative. Write the conclusion that star is associative. That's it. Next, we will move on to the 12th question. See the 12th question. Find the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. So here we will consider cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 as let theta equals to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. If we take this cos inverse to the left, that will be cos theta equals to minus 1 by 2. So cos theta equals to minus cos of which angle is 1 by 2? Cos 60. So cos 60 is pi by 3. Cos 60 is pi by 3. Cos theta equals to cos of cos where it will be negative. Cos where it will be negative. In the first quadrant it is positive. All are positive. In the second quadrant cos sine is positive. Therefore in the second quadrant cos is negative. Let us take it in the second quadrant because it is negative. So cos of in the second quadrant what we will take? 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta or pi minus theta. So pi minus pi minus theta is what? Pi by 3. So pi by 3. So cos theta equals to cos of 3 pi minus 2 pi minus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3. So that is equals to theta equals to 2 pi by 3. Theta equals to 2 pi by 3. What is the range of cos inverse? What is the range of cos inverse? Is this belongs to 0 comma pi? Yes, it is belongs to 0 comma pi. So 2 pi by 3 is nothing but 2 into 180 by 3. So 3 ones are 120. So 120 is this lies in 0 to 180? Yes, it is lies in 0 to 180. Therefore, the principal value of theta is 2 pi by 3. So for this question we have one alternative method by using the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 is also can be written as pi minus, by using this property, pi minus cos of 1 by 2. That is equals to pi minus cos 1 by 2. Cos 1 by 2 angle is what? Pi by 3. That is equals to 3 pi minus pi divided by 3. That is equals to 2 pi by 3. That's it. It is by using properties of inverse trigonometric functions. This portion is deleted from your syllabus so that I solved this question in this method. If you want, you can carry on with this solution. It is a second method. It is a second method for this question. Hence, it is a solution for the 12th question. Next, see the 13th question. See the 13th question. If the area of triangle with vertices 2, minus 6, 5, 4 and k, 4 is 35 square units. Find the value of k using determinant method. Okay, let us find out the value of k by using the determinant. First write down the area of a triangle. Area is given 35 units, right? 35 square units. Area equals to determinant of 1 by 2 into determinant of x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 1 1 1. Area is given 35 square units. So if area is given, we need to consider plus or minus 35 equals to 1 by 2 into points has given points 2, minus 6, 5, 4 and k, 4. So 2, minus 6, next 5, 4, next k, 4. So k4 1 1 1. Now you need to evaluate this determinant plus minus plus. So plus 2 into, delete that corresponding row column, 4 into 1 4 minus 1 into 4 is 4. Next minus of minus 6 is plus 6. Delete that corresponding row and column, 5 into 1 is 5 minus 1 into k is k. Next plus 1 into, delete that corresponding row column, 5 into 4 is 20, 20 minus 4 into k is 4k, like that. I'm just turning this sheet to the next page. If you want to make a screenshot, you can make it. So in the left hand side, plus or minus 35 equals to, in the left hand side, plus or minus 35 equals to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into, now if we evaluate that determinant, 2 into 4 minus 4 minus of minus 6 into 5 minus k, next plus 1 into 20 minus 4k. This step I have already explained. Take this 2 to the left, that will multiply plus or minus 70 equals to, here 4 and 4 will get cancelled, this term will be 0. Next, what about minus 6? Minus 6 into minus is plus 6. So plus 6 into 6 into 5 minus k plus 20 minus 4k plus or minus 70 equals to, multiply this 6 inside, 6 into 5 is 30, 30 minus 6k plus 20 minus 4k plus or minus 70 equals to, 30 plus 20 is 50, minus 6k minus 4k is minus 10k. Here we have two cases, plus 70 as well as minus 70. So 70 equals to 50 minus 10k and minus 70 equals to 50 minus 10k. Take this minus 10k to the left. So 10k equals to 50 minus 70. 10k equals to minus 20. So k equals to minus 20 divided by 10. So 10 ones are 10 twos are. K equals to minus 2. K equals to minus 2. Next, apply the same procedure. 10k equals to 50 plus 70. 10k equals to 120. K equals to 120 by 10. 10 ones are 10, 12s are. K equals to 1 to 12. K equals to 1 to. Hence, the value of k is minus 2 and plus 12. Hence, it is a solution for this question. See the 14th question. See the 14th question. Find dy by dx, given that x square plus xy plus y square is equals to 100. Find dy by dx. Let us differentiate with respect to x. Then differentiation of x square is 2x plus differentiation of x keep it as it is, differentiation of y is dy by dx plus, next y keep it as it is, product rule it is, y keep it as it is, differentiation of x is 1 plus differentiation of y square is 2y into differentiation of y is dy by dx. Differentiation of constant is 0. In this we have to find dy by dx. Now 2x plus, in this we have dy by dx. In this we have dy by dx. Take dy by dx common. 2x plus y plus, now take dy by dx is common. Dy by dx is common in this, then x plus 2y. X plus 2y. 2x plus y, y into 1 is y, plus dy by dx is common, x plus 2y. Send this 2x plus y to the left, then that will be x plus 2y into dy by dx equals to minus 2x minus y. We want dy by dx, therefore dy by dx equals to, send this x plus 2y to the right, that will divide minus 2x minus y divided by x plus 2y. Hence we found dy by dx. Hence it is a solution for the 14th question. Next, see the 15th question. See the 15th question. Find dy by dx if y equals to x power sin x. So y equals to x power sin x. For this question we need to apply log. If f of x whole power function to the power of function. If the function is like this, f of x whole power g of x. For these kinds of question we need to apply log. For these kinds of questions we need to apply log. This question, it is in the form of function to the power of function, so that we need to apply log. Apply log on both sides, on both the sides. Then log y equals to log of x power sin x. Next, log y equals to, we know that log a power b equals to b log a. It is the formula. Sin x, by using this formula, log x power sin x can be written as sin x into log x. Now differentiate with respect to y, x, differentiate with respect to x. Then differentiation of log y is 1 by y into differentiation of y is dy by dx equals to, now it is in product rule, sin x keep it as it is, differentiation of log x is 1 by x, plus now log x keep it as it is, differentiation of sin x is cos x. Now take this y to the left, that will be dy by dx equals to y into sin x by x plus cos x into log x, where y equals to y is what? X power sin x, hence it is a differentiation of y equals to x power sin x, hence it is a solution for this question. Now see the 16th question. If y equals to cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square, then find dy by dx. For this we need to take substitution. Put x equals to cos theta. Then theta equals to what? Cos inverse x. If we put x equals to cos theta, then what we will get? Y equals to cos inverse of 1 minus cos square theta divided by 1 plus cos square theta. So y equals to cos inverse of 1 minus cos square theta by 1 plus cos square theta. Formula is what? Cos 2 theta. This formula we have in trigonometry. Cos 2x equals to 1 minus cos square x by 1 plus cos square x. This formula we have in the trigonometry. Y equals to cos inverse of cos 2 theta. Cos inverse of cos 2 theta is 2 theta. So 2 theta. Cos inverse of cos 2 theta is 2 theta. Okay. Now, so y equals to 2 into theta is what? Cos inverse x. 2 into cos inverse x. See, if x equals to cos theta, then theta equals to cos inverse x. Theta is cos inverse x. We just substituted. Now we have reduced this function into the simplest form. We found 2 cos inverse x. Now let us differentiate. We have to differentiate, so that differentiate with respect to x, because we need to find dy by dx. dy by dx equals to 2 into differentiation of cos inverse x is minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Then after the simplification, dy by dx equals to minus 2 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Hence it is a solution for the 16th question. Understand? Okay dear students, hence it is the class for today. In the next video we will continue with the 17th question. Thank you.